In this video, we're going to activate or enable the SPF or Sender Policy Framework feature located in the Mail module of our cPanel control panel. And to do that, we need to first, of course, log into our cPanel control panel, and then we need to click on the email authentication icon right here. Now, this can only be done yourself if you are using a VPS or a virtual private server, just like I have here, or a dedicated server. And if you're on a shared server, you will not be able to do this because you need to have access to the back end here, basically the web host manager. And on a shared server, you don't. So in which case, you would just contact your hosting company and have them do this for you. And in the email authentication section, which I've just gone into, I've already enabled the SPF, and that you'll have a button that says enable on it, just like this one here under DKIM. Now, since I've already clicked on the enable button, I'm now shown the disable button. But since things are not properly set up on my server for the SPF, I get this warning here that says cPanel is unable to verify that this server is an authoritative name server. Basically, it's saying that the name servers that I'm using for this particular domain are not what this particular cPanel is looking for. And that's because I'm on a Liquid Web server and I'm using the Liquid Web name servers. If I were to use a custom name server like ns1.this domain name or ns2. and this domain name, then this particular cPanel account, which is under this domain name, would probably recognize it and verify it, and all would be right with the world. Now, if I were using that custom name server and I still got this error message, then here's what I would do to fix that. I would log into my WHM. Up here in the search box, I would type in DNS functions. That would bring me down to this box right here with all these items. Then I would click on Edit Zone Template, and that would bring this up right here. Then I would scroll down to the bottom. You can put this in anywhere, but I would just say always put it in at the bottom. And what you're going to put down here is the SPF record. Now, where are you going to get this SPF record, you might ask? Well, you can get this SPF record from a number of places. If all this is pretty new to you, then you might want to use the help of an SPF record generator. And what I did was went to Google, typed in SPF record generator, and up popped several options. And I'm going to demonstrate the SPF wizard, which you can get to at spfwizard.net. And that's this guy right here. And this is pretty simple. All we do is just enter the information that we are asked of here, and then copy this information here and paste it right here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Your domain. Now I'm going to have several domains on my server, so I'm going to use a wildcard. Otherwise, I would just put in the domain name right here, .com. You wouldn't put in the HTTP or the www, just the domain.info or .com. But I'm going to use a wildcard here to represent all the domains on my server. Allow the servers listed as MX. I'm going to go with yes, because that's also recommended. Allow current IP address of the domain. I'm going to go with yes, because that's also recommended. And here I'm going to leave that as no, because that's recommended. But typically this is referring to like subdomains of the domain name that you put in up here. IP addresses, and if you're not sure what they're talking about there, you just put the cursor in here. And as you can see, as has happened with these other ones, you get this little help box that pops up here. And what they're looking for here is the IP address of your server. Then add any other server host name that might deliver your stuff, or any domains that may deliver or relay mail for this domain. I'm going to leave these blank. And how strict should the servers be in treating the emails? Well, here's where you can have it totally rejected, or that it will be accepted by the recipient server, only it'll be marked, hopefully with a big red X, or neutral, where the mails will probably be accepted. Well, that will kind of defeat the purpose of doing all of this stuff, so I'm going to go with the most strict, and that is fail. Then we just simply copy this information here. Come on back to our Edit Zone templates in our WHM. Paste it right there, and then click on Save. Now, I'm not going to do that because that won't work for me, because all of my name servers are not custom. They're using the Liquid Web name server. And with Liquid Web, as the same with some of the other hosting companies like GoDaddy and others, there's a specific way in which you can activate this SPF feature. And you may want to just contact your hosting company first if in fact you're in doubt on any of this stuff. But here I am logged into the Liquid Web backend, and I'm on the networking section. and come on down here, and here's the domain in question. Click on Add New Record, and I'm just going to leave the name column blank. And here I'm just going to put in 3600. You can also put in 14400, but for me 3600 will work just fine. And under this drop down, I'm going to select TXT, and over here I'm going to come on back to my cPanel, and I'm going to copy all this stuff here. As you can see, this is pretty much right up to here, everything that was generated in that SPF record generator. And this right here, I believe, is another IP address for Liquid Web. I'm going to come on back here and paste that right into here. I'm going to hit the check mark, click on Confirm, and we are good. Now then, if everything worked well, we can come on back to the cPanel section here, and we can refresh our page, and hopefully that warning will go away. Ta-da! Now then, it's passed, and we're fully protected from spammers spoofing our domain in their email addresses. And down here you have the ability to add additional IP addresses, and everything that is not listed here will be blocked. And any changes you make here, come on down here and click on Update, and you'll be good to go. And that's just one more way in which you can help prevent spam from being associated to your domain. Thanks for watching the video, and you have a great day.